What's up, everybody? I screwed that up. I was recording the left screen instead of the right screen. That's actually the first time I've done that, and I was wondering, like, what the hell's happening? So let's get into the video. I'm going to restart. What's up, everybody? I screwed that up. I was recording. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure we're good to go. So I need to go over everything, and if you were watching from the start, just give me a few seconds. So first of all, we crushed 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing $1,000 giveaway on our YouTube, but we decided to do a $200 giveaway on our Twitter. So I'm going to post this in the video as well, and I'm going to have to delete this video. He's probably telling me, yo, you screwed up the video. So I'm going to have to repost the video, repost the Twitter giveaway. All you have to do is literally follow, tweet, and then you can win some free Ethereum. So ETH giveaway, posted that on the YouTube video in the comments, and now I'm posting this into the Discord right now. And now let's get started. Before we do so, actually, Bitcoin 2021 Miami, June 4th to 5th, the largest Bitcoin event in the world as of yet in 2021. And we want you to be there. If you want to buy a ticket with crypto, you save $200. If you just check out with fiat, you can use the coupon YLWAEL10 for a 10% discount code. And if you are going to Miami, we'd love to see you there. We could chill. We could do all that great stuff, explore Miami, and, you know, crypto it up. So let's get into it. 5 days ago, we did a video on Binance coins, and a lot of the coins I had here is the coins that we looked at. We looked at some other ones as well, but some of these coins I am now in as of a trade, you know, and as a position. So we'll look over some of them, but let's look over some of the coins that. Did I get into LRC? No, that was something I was supposed to watch and I didn't get into. So let's get into some of the most popular coins right now. If you have any coin options, if you have any coin opinions, you want us to check out a coin, post that in the chat, and then I'll look over them. So I wanted to start off with like XRP, TRX, DOGE, because those are the ones that are really moving and people are really, you know, on top. They're asking all the time, should I buy DOGE? Should I buy DOGE? I missed this move, and it should have been obvious. Well, let's pull it up on the charts. So first, DOGE BTC. And I want to bring up the technicals on this. So first of all, we got rejected here. Like you can see that the higher high was put in here. And then we kind of just consolidated for a very long time. And I thought DOGE was actually going to fall a little bit lower so I can get into an entry. I didn't want to buy over 120 sats, but you know what? If the market's telling you it's a buy regardless of your bias. So we saw heavy resistance here, heavy resistance here, heavy resistance here. Even here, you can see this resistance now turned into support. So if you pull up the line chart, you can see resistance, support, resistance, and then the candles hit here. So support, resistance, 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 and we broke that above. So that was an awesome breakout trade, which I don't do much often, but in a bullish market, I honestly, I just missed that trade. If you are going to jump into Dogecoin right now, I would not recommend it. You don't jump into 100% moves because you can see what happens. This one was just crazier right here. This was nuts, almost 1,000% move. Are we going to emulate something like that? I feel like there's a lot of bag holders and there's that potential where you'll get dumped on, especially when Bitcoin's moving. People will turn their Dogecoin profits or Dogecoin entries into Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB while they're really friggin' moving. And I want to show you my Dogecoin Poloniex chart. And that is what I refer to. Honestly, we did a video in 2019. It's one of my more popular videos. If you look at my channel and you go to 2019 or just search Dogecoin, you'll see we're talking about Dogecoin right here. and we mentioned that Dogecoin will fall and potentially will fall into these buy areas where smart money accumulates it. But where we are right now, we've actually never seen, unless it was in 2014 and we count this wick right here, we've never seen Dogecoin trade above this. So you can see that these are major sell areas right here. And I could put this in red. These are major sell areas. So this is heavy areas of demand. And you can see that when it gets here, it doesn't stay there for long. It just pumps. So here, didn't reach here, here. And all of this was a huge accumulation area for Dogecoin, and it tipped down below, and we got some nice entries in. After that, it just literally exploded. You see Mark Cuban, you see Elon Musk, they're just tweeting and like literally tweeting about Dogecoin. And there's a lot of dumb money coming into Dogecoin. 300 sats would be my ultimate target, but the reward to risk ratio is not in favor. 100 sats up here or 100 sats down here. I would not be buying this personally, and I've made my initial trade and my initial profit off it. So I never really try to FOMO back into a coin just because it went higher than my initial expected. I should have held in the bull market, but profit's profit. So you can see here, it doesn't stay here for long. Sell, and sell. And in my previous videos, I said, if you're buying Dogecoin here, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. Yes, it could keep pushing. Yes, I could completely be wrong. Let's take a look at the fibs on the weekly and see what type of so we could be seeing a target of 284 sats and a target of 350 sats. That's if like the market just goes bananas. And I wouldn't be surprised actually, just because there's so much money pouring in and a lot of dumb money is coming in here, and people are just jumping in on anything they see that's up 20%, 50%, 100%, 1,000%. But those would be my two targets if we were to break this top. If we broke this top, which was approximately 226 sats, I'm not sure if we broke the top on Binance, then I would look for a continuation and move, because when you break all-time highs, you're expecting it to keep moving, the momentum, and you're betting on the trend. The trend is your friend. It's more likely to keep moving in that trend than it is to reverse. So if we go back to the Binance chart, yeah, so we haven't broken the all-time high, about 261 sats. If we get rejected here, it could look like a larger on the larger time frames, like the weekly, it would just have been a lower high. So we would be expecting more of a move like this, back down, probably here, where there's some support here. And that's like if Bitcoin's moving, it'll get crushed against the Bitcoin pair if we start moving to 70K, 100K, 200K, 300K this year, which is the expected target of Bitcoin. So I can see it coming down to 62 sats, and it's very impulsive. You see these large green candles, they'll be reflected right in red candles, and Dogecoin is just so very volatile, and a lot of people, it swings super quickly, and a lot of people jump in and out of the positions at losses or end up holding Dogecoin. I don't think Dogecoin will reach $1. That's 10x from this price, and that's just, more likely that it won't happen. So we'll skip Dogecoin. We're not buying Dogecoin. XRP BTC. XRP BTC, it almost hit my target. Almost. Oh, that doesn't look too great. So I'm looking for, this is the trade that I was looking to get into. This was a textbook, literally a textbook flag. And I saw Tron have the same flag. That's why I jumped into Tron. Actually, the flag wasn't as, wasn't as evident. Like, it didn't look like this. This is just a straight up textbook flag. You can take the run up to it and then use that as your estimated target price, which it did hit. On the 4 hour, I saw the same flag. We posted that in the Discord. That XRP is in another bullish flag. And that just means like the market is moving so quick, so fast, it needs some time to consolidate. Nothing's just going to go up like this. You know what I mean? I mean, XRP almost does, but aside from that, it needs some breathing room. It needs to consolidate for a little bit, and then people take profits. It's very normal. So this bull flag was just like textbook. This one as well played out perfectly. And I was looking for 1, 2, 3. This might not be the end of the move, but I was looking for a kind of 3 wave up, and then an ABC retracement. I could be very wrong, and Ethereum, XRP could still run, but we are looking for coins that provide us higher reward than risk. And, you know, it's only done at 200%. Let's look at the highs. And if you look at the weekly, we haven't seen any type of pullback. So it's important to be very, very patient with these things, because I'll wait for a pullback when everybody's FOMOing in. And you can see here that we are at an important resistance support level, in my opinion. We can, you know, let's do this on the weekly or on the chart, on the line chart. Yeah, it's like the same thing. So we are on a very important resistance support level. And if we can break this, which the weekly looks like it's about to break this, it still has 4 days, we can definitely see a pullback. And with XRP, we see heavy pullbacks, like heavy pullbacks, and they're just brutal. So I would not rule out 1,500 sats. And if I miss the shorter time frame trades, like the bull flags on the daily, on the 4 hour, and then it's all right. I'm gonna wait for a pullback on the weekly, and a pullback on the weekly will get me the second best entry, because if we are expecting, this is just another major area that I see. And like here and here, just other previous like strong rejection or support areas. So if we're expecting XRP to break down here on the weekly, and this candle is looking whatever, we can break down into the 3 days and see what it's looking like. Okay, still looking whatever. On the 2 days, same stuff. On the 1 day, we're just seeing some indecision with this candlestick right here. Definitely could be a continuation, but on the weekly, we haven't had any sort of pullback. So if I can get a wick into the 1,500 area and test this support right here, just easier to use that. If it tests this super important support, this support here, and this right here, and we can get a pullback into the 1,550, I'm going to put a buy right now, actually. Nothing crazy, because I'm not the biggest fan of XRP, to be honest, but I am the fan of Bitcoin. And if I can make Bitcoin from XRP, I'll be happy with that. So like I said, I'm not, and I have a lot of buy orders and sell orders down here from our previous video, but I'm going to go for 1550, which would be 97 cents. And that would be touching the dollar, testing the dollar area. What's it at currently right now? $1.73. Let me get this over $1. So it would be like, let me see what 1,600 is. $1.01. Okay, I'm cool with that. So 1605, just because I don't want to be a round number, we're gonna put 0.05. Or should I just use the whole? No, I want to use more to trades. So we're gonna do 0.05 at. Let me make sure I clicked that right. That sounds like a little bit of XRP for what I'm putting in. For, and then 1601. Perfect. Let's see where 1601 brings us. Right here, essentially. And that's the perfect spot. So 1605. 1605 actually, just because I'm always like a few sats away from my entry, and like PivX was one, and it literally ran after, and it, you know, it just sucks to see you're a few sats away and then it does these 100% moves, just nuts. So 0.05, 0.05 is our buy. We're gonna buy XRP. Let's get it. So perfect. We have our order, and that's where I had the line. That's where I had my line before. To see a pullback this big, it is very possible, especially with XRP, especially with Bitcoin moving. I wouldn't doubt that. So, and am I going to be sad if I miss the buy order? Not at all. I have, it's 50-50 here. It's 50-50. But if my order does get hit, I come back here, get it wicked in, comes here, retests this line, this support, and then goes for my my move right here, which would be 100% move, which is what I'm looking for in the crypto space, 150% approximately. So that's one for XRP. Dogecoin's a no for us. XRP, yes. Let's look at TRX, BTC. If any of you guys have any coins you want us to take a look at as well, just let me know, and we'll get that going. We'll get that going. So on the weekly, if I see a bull flag made on the weekly, yeah, I didn't take the trade here. I lied. The bull flag as well is seen right here. And like in a bull market, these are like so easy to trade. And you can see that it actually retested the area while on the daily. It retested the actual trend line. So if you got in at this bull flag, even at the breakout, at the top, it's 61%. At the current price, it's 40%. That's an awesome move. We're seeing some consolidation here as well. I did buy 216 sats. That's why I put the line there. My entry on TRX is 216 sats. We're 5 sats away. We're holding this support that I drew, I think, on the weekly based off the line chart. And actually taking a look at it, we have resistance support. Let me see if I can adjust this. I could adjust it higher, I could adjust it lower. So let me go into the 2 weeks. Actually, I'll go into the 3 days. Okay, I like this line. I could add a bunch more. I'm just trying to keep it simple. You have the rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. Where did I see the support though? Oh, that's a good one too. Let me go back to the weekly. Yeah, I just like to really pinpoint these levels because they really do work. It's crazy when you actually play around with it. You can see this candle is not looking the best for me on the weekly, especially with a large weekly bullish candle. We can potentially see a pullback to this level. And sometimes bullish candles get tested at the half of the bullish candle. And you can definitely see that getting tested, in my opinion, maybe right here, something like this. Like I said, I took an entry at 216, but I've had bad luck. Literally bad luck. That's like 149 to 155. And that's like, you got to be patient on this one. I've had bad friggin' luck with having my buy orders and letting the price move. And I've been trying to get these like awesome wick entries, like just a quick wick like here or like here, and just wick me in and then go up. But that hasn't been happening for me. Everything's just been bulling. So after I saw the flag on the daily right here, however you want to draw it, and the flag on the previous flag on it here worked out perfectly. And then the flags on XRP just exploded, and TRX is similar to me as XRP. It's another shit coin, to be honest. So I just had to take the trade, and I'm like, screw it. It's only a 0.1, and I'm expecting 100% move on that as well. I'm hoping Tron keeps going. It has had, like, from its all-time high, it's multiples from there. And Justin Sun is a shiller. I think he will move the price. Whatever he has to do to move it, he will do it. We are testing this support right now. I'm just watching this flag to break up to the upside. If it breaks down to the below, I might exit the trade and try to buy back lower and take a loss, which is cool with me as well. So anybody else have any coins that you want to take a look at? We took a look at XRP. We made an entry at 1605 sats. Dogecoin we skipped. LTC I bought a little bit as well. LTC is one that I want to get wicked in. I bought some at spot, and I'm trying to get some because the risk reward ratio for LTC, where did my chart go? Okay. Also, make sure to go to our Ethereum giveaway. We're going to be releasing that at 3 p.m. I'm going to be at a garage, and I'm going to try and like tweet it from the garage, or maybe I'll get Abe to do it. I don't want to change the time. I want to leave it at 3 p.m. So whatever we have to do to announce the winner, we will do. So let's get it. LTC, we'll go to the Poloniex one because I'd like to see more history. And on the weekly, this is what I was talking about. Like, we want to trade high reward, low risk. Like, look at where there's major resistance right here. This is where there's major resistance. And this is against the Bitcoin pair. So I'm expecting this to do well against Bitcoin. I'm still looking for this to break some major resistance. So this is still in a downtrend. And in a quick downtrend, we are seeing, for people that don't know, this is a downtrend. We have the lower lows, LL, and lower high. I literally butchered that, but you understand. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Wow. That's horrible. And then we have the uptrend, which is a higher high and a higher low. I'm not sure why I'm drawing my H's like that. Wow. Anyways, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So let me just flip to Bitcoin quickly, and I'll show you guys. Bitcoin, let me switch to a Bitcoin chart that we don't need to alter. Come on, stop with that. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We can test those as well. So, with Bitcoin, we're seeing like a clear, evident uptrend. With Litecoin, we're still in this large downtrend. We're still in this huge downtrend. So a lot of people, including myself, I've gotten a little bit here. It's more of a riskier trade, but we're so close to the bottom that it's historically ever been. It's at its historical all-time lows. So like, why would you wait till which most people do? They wait till they see a 50% day, 100% day, or they see, holy shit, Litecoin ran 300% in the last week. Let me get in now. No, that's completely wrong. You need to be getting into the coins that maybe have been getting a beaten, that are, like Warren Buffett says, be fearful when other people are greedy and be greedy when other people are fearful. Don't FOMO into the coin that everybody's already made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x on. That literally makes no sense. And a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people did in 2017, 2008. It's just emotions, human psychology. It's just how it's herd, mentality. That's what people do. They just all flock to the coin that just did 1,000%. And it's just mind-boggling, but they're not educated, so it's not their fault. And most people are newcomers here. So I got a little bit in here because of a few things. I saw that the weekly, I'm not sure if it's done. So the weekly EMA 4 and 9, which are huge on the weekly. So 4 and 9 golden cross, and let's just take a look at like when it's initiated an uptrend. We had the 409 cross here, we had the 409 cross here, and these are large moves, you know, and this is in Bitcoin against the Bitcoin pair. So we're getting these large moves. I don't use the 409 death cross as a sell, but I use it more of a buy signal. And I don't just buy when I see the 409 golden cross. I need to see more. So here, you get some whipsaws usually, but this was at a resistance and this was a lower high. So this cross would be invalidated. Like I said, you just don't buy the crosses. Same thing here. This is at a lower high. There's, you know, it could have been a whatever trade, to be honest, if you bought here and sold here about 14%, but that's just, to me, that's a whipsaw, 5, 10, 15% break even. And now here, it looks like we've bottomed out. The reasons I would take this trade is because it's, one, it's bottomed out to historical all-time lows. Two, the 4 and 9 EMA have crossed. And then 3, I have this large, like, I want to say bullish engulfing candle. I'm seeing a lot of buy pressure on the weekly. I need to remove those drawings. But what I want to see the most for me to add to my position is Litecoin breaking this lower high right here. So I want to use this as a high point, actually both right here. If Litecoin can break this, and depending on how impulsive it is, we'll get a big break because we haven't seen Litecoin really move. It's really been lagging. And then wherever the pullback happens, maybe here, I'll buy, I'll add. Don't chase, wait for the retrace. Because if you're buying here, like I said, there's only one entry that'll be my entry, and that's if you get in at the bottom, and that's basing off, you know, little technicals, maybe just because it's at an all-time low. But people buying here will maybe get stopped out or FOMO out of their position or what it may be, and I'll have almost perfect entry, and then it'll keep continuing to its resistance points and to its major resistance. I'm seeing LTC outperform Bitcoin, hopefully 250% to 0.0153. I took a spot trade, and I have a trade at Litecoin at 0.038 for 26 Litecoins. Not the most, but if we can get a pullback into this area, I'll add more. And if it just moves on without me, I'll wait for a larger pullback on the weekly, and then I'll get in there for like a continuation move. So Litecoin, XRP, TRX, we just want to take a quick look at Ethereum. ETH BTC is moving in an uptrend as well. Like I just mentioned, the higher highs and higher lows. I think that ETH BTC is going to work its way up to 0.5. And then if we're lucky, we can see the 0.8 area. And that's like one of the safer alt trades you can take. You're turning your Bitcoin into Ethereum, and Ethereum and Bitcoin have, you know, move together very, almost very much correlated. So, but Ethereum sees these larger dips and these more impulsive moves. So Ethereum definitely swings more volatile. There's more volatile moves in Ethereum, and it definitely swings a lot more heavier on the up and down side, but I still see a 43% move. I am more leveraged into my Ethereum positions than I would have been recently, but this chart just kind of screams to me, especially with all the Ethereum updates coming. I think the Berlin update is happening today at one of the blocks on Ethereum. And then we have the EIP 1559, I believe that's happening in June. I said with the London update, and we may be seeing another forked coin. So if you're holding Ethereum, you might get a forked coin. Let's just say FETH for forked Ethereum. So if you're getting forked Ethereum, depending on how much you're holding, you would get the same exact amount. And that could go for Usually these forked coins, they run really hard, then they crash. So I would just sell it as soon as possible on the largest move you see. So Ethereum, the safest blue chip crypto coin you could take, in my opinion. And that's just keeping it very safe because they move, Ethereum's up 3%. Bitcoin's not doing much today. Yesterday, Bitcoin was just over Ethereum's percentage just by a bit, but usually Ethereum's leading and Ethereum's doing a little bit better than Bitcoin. So I'm expecting this to move to the upside. And this is the perfect time to plug in our Ethereum giveaway. Go to Twitter, retweet, follow, and you can win $200 today. And we're going to follow up with a $1,000 giveaway on YouTube. So make sure to follow that. And we're going to do one more coin before I have to head out to get my car fixed. It's always fun to sit at a garage for a few hours. Always the best thing to do. And let's go to ADA. ADA, a lot of people have asked me, and my entry was 17. I literally caught the bottom of that. I literally had 1750 as my buy area, and it went to 1747. I had my second buy at 1950, so my average buy would be 1850. But before we do that, I want to look at the LTC Ethereum chart because we saw that LTC was outperforming. LTC was outperforming Bitcoin by the looks of the chart. Not outperforming at all, I mean, but it looked like it may have bottomed. And now we're looking at the Ethereum chart because I want to make sure that Litecoin is bullish against USD, Litecoin is bullish against Bitcoin and Ethereum. We have these huge engulfing candles on the weekly, and those are showing a ton of buyers coming in, a ton of buy pressure. It has been dumped like, if you're holding Ethereum from here, Litecoin's lost 80% of its value. So like I said, these are the coins we're looking at where people think, oh, it's dead. This is a shit coin. Like there's no future for it. But there's a ton. How do you put stop loss on Binance? I'll get to that. I will get to that. We are seeing some heavy resistance here. But like huge buying power. As soon as this flips up and the 2 and the 9 flip up, and then we can build this as a support, I'm already in Litecoin, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I was gonna say I'll probably get into Litecoin, but I'm already in Litecoin. So I added a little bit at the bottom in the Bitcoin chart, and it's looking nice against Ethereum. We just need this juice to keep going, just to keep pushing. And if we flip this on top, this is the bigger point I'm looking to break. When we start breaking above this lower high point, I would be pretty bullish on Litecoin. And the thing is, if you're not in it now, you're going to wait till it hits 50% or 100%. Then I'll tell you, it did 100%, in the last day. It's a little bit too late. And that's usually my answer for people. It's like getting into Dogecoin. It's up 80%. You pretty much missed the whole move. So let me get into ADA. And then I'll go into the stop loss, Pedro. So with ADA, I was, like I've mentioned before, I'm looking for strong areas to be flipped. And we had a support right here. We had rejection of that support. And now we're looking at the actual market structure. So it's been coming down. You can see this, it's very evident. This is in a downtrend. We broke that weekly downtrend. We tested it. We had the flip of moving averages. The moving averages are pointing up. We can change them on smaller time frames. On the daily, they're pointing up. Our entry was 1750 plus 1950. That puts us at 1850 total. I'm looking for this zone to hold. If we break below this, that wouldn't look good for ADA at all. So I'm looking for us to hold above this 1930 sats all the way down to 1630. It's a wide range, but you never know what these wicks and how the market moves, and market makers try to push you out of your positions with large sell-offs. So I'm just looking for it to hold. For it to break down, I would need to see 2 weekly candles published, painted, and for me to be like, okay, like they're actually under their they're painted or whatever, they're produced. You can see them now, and that's kind of more confirmation. I'm looking for this 2,282 sats to be broken. This is kind of the resistance we're seeing right now. We're thrusting into the resistance and we're having no luck. It's looking like we may be breaking on the daily to start moving up. You can see the daily volume starting to pick up, actually, where it slowly started to die down after this large move, but the daily volume starting to pick up. So I am in ADA, and a lot of people have asked me about ADA. So that's kind of my take on it. We have flipped this important support turned resistance, or resistance turned now into support, and we're holding above that. So I'm looking for a continuation move all the way up to 4,000 sats right here. And I don't, you see, to the other resistance area, so approximately here. And 4,000 sats, it's that psychological number, those round numbers where everybody has their orders at. So my orders are actually 3,900, 3,700, which would be a 100% move for me. So if I put 1 Bitcoin, I would now be pulling out 2 Bitcoins. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to show you how to use a stop loss, which is, so we have some Litecoin. You go into stop limit, and now you'll see our entry, or let's just say we want to put a stop loss for right here. Just, I mean, it's such a large move down, but I'm just showing for an example. So the stop would be, we're going to do 0.030279. Stop loss at 0.3389, 0.0039. And then the 0.3, okay, let's do this actually, 399, and then this is 0.3955. So what I've done here is when the price hits 0.0399, sell it at 0.03955 or up to that. So it's like, if it's fallen quickly, I want to give it some room. So if we put the stop at 3 point, and you can see this is what you're going to actually be getting. Some people confuse the stop price, but it's actually the limit price, because you can see the total being changed. So I can have this at 0.39 and the total has been changed. So my stop price is at 0.399 right here. If it hits this, then sell it at 0.0339. So you can see limit stop. This is the actual price I'm selling. This is how much Litecoin. And if so, it says here, if the last price drops to or below 0.399, in order to sell Bitcoin at this price will be placed, confirmed. So that's our stop loss, and you can see it visually there now. So hopefully that answers your question. We're going to be doing a lot more of these trading videos, these live trading videos, where you can jump in on the entries we're looking for. We don't have much time to scan the market today and look for new entries, as I am about to head out. But if you have any coins you want us to check out, any new IDOs, any DeFi projects, then send them over. We'll review them. We'll check them out. We'll do the charting videos. And if they're good, we'll take the entries. So that's pretty much it. We have our $1,000 giveaway happening. We just need to record it. So stay tuned on YouTube. And we have our $200 giveaway on Twitter, which you just have to retweet and follow. Very easy to do. So thank you guys for watching. And